Widespread paracetamol shortages. Let's have a look. Hello everyone, Florian.heise here, and welcome to another episode of HeiseSays. Grab your stein of coffee. Let's look at this article from Yahoo Finance discussing the paracetamol shortages. You'd think the pollies and bureaucrats would learn by now. Telling the entire country to rush out and buy these things when they're hypersensitive and full of fear is probably not the smartest thing to do, guys. Aussies are struggling to get their hands on paracetamol, following advice from the nation's Deputy Chief Medical Officer, Michael Kidd, to stock up in order to manage the virus's symptoms at home. The advice from Professor Kidd sparked an increased demand for the pain relief, leaving shelves barren and people scrambling to find supplies as the virus surges nationwide. There you go, guys. Professor Kidd said it was likely many Australians would test positive in the near future. Well, no, not if you can't get a rat test. I was talking to a neighbour, and he had COVID. They're fine now. He said it was, in normal circumstances, if you didn't have the test, you would barely notice it. He said he sneezed more than coughed. But his mate, that was laughing his ass off that he'd gotten COVID, has now gotten it himself too, or he has a sore throat, a burning throat, and he can't find any rat tests, guys. So, I bet you people may be getting positive, catching it, barely noticing it. Another friend got it and thought he was hungover, and can't find a rat test. So by the time they get one, it may be 2 weeks, 3 weeks later, and they're all good. So Professor Kidd said it was likely many Australians would test positive in the near future, encouraging people to be prepared to treat COVID symptoms, such as fever and mild aches or pains at home. I mean, this is good advice. And everyone should already have a first aid kit at home with bandages and keep it stocked up, and drugs like this. It should be normal. There you go. Look at the empty shelves. With the rising case numbers we've seen over the past week in many parts of the country, it's likely that many of us will test positive for COVID-19 over the coming days and weeks if we haven't already done so, he said on Sunday. It's important to be prepared because you won't be able to go to your supermarket or pharmacy if you're diagnosed. However, the advice has resulted in products flying off the shelves, leaving some unable to purchase simple pain medication and leaving stores out of stock. Shoppers take to social media to show dire supermarket shelves. Flabbergasted shoppers took to social media showing bare shelves in supermarkets and pharmacies. Yes. Now, for all the lefties, for all the socialists, for everyone who wants a communist utopia, this is your future, everyone. This is what that leads to. Okay, you want competition. You want price gouging, signaling demand in certain areas. You want the market to be free. You don't want it centrally planned. Okay? Don't get the wrong lesson from this. Don't. They will. Gave up on finding rapid tests, approaching giving up on finding toilet paper or Panadol, one Twitter user wrote. And now there's no paracetamol, another wrote, along with a photo of an empty shelf. Panadol is the new toilet paper, fantastic, great move, wrote another. There's no Panadol to buy at our Coles or Woolies, at the 4 local chemists, or at Aldi, reported another. There's no Nurofen either. I mean, don't people have this stuff at home? I mean, do you keep it? Just stick it in the cupboard and don't worry about it. So, COVID exemptions for select supermarket workers. Paracetamol isn't the only item Aussies are struggling to get their hands on, with rapid tests notoriously difficult to find and stock in supermarkets dwindling. The explosion of COVID cases has forced thousands of workers into isolation, resulting in a severe lack of staff in the supermarket, from warehouse to retail. Last week, Coles reimposed limits on certain products, saying it made the decision due to high demand. So we're getting rationing, and temporary product limits on meat and rapid antigen tests would apply to in-store and online shoppers. Thanks for your patience. We ask that customers continue to respect and support our team members, particularly in these busier times, Coles said in a statement on their website. Woolworths told Yahoo News Australia last week they have no plans yet to do the same. Our customers have been shopping in quite reasonable quantities and are only buying what they need, so we don't believe product limits are needed at this stage. So Woolies aren't rationing. We will continue to closely monitor product availability across our stores, a Woolworths spokesperson said. Woolworths CEO, Brad Banducci, has asked for understanding among customers in a statement on Thursday. When you're shopping with us at the moment, you might unfortunately notice gaps on shelves or substitutions in your online orders, he said on Thursday. This is because the number of people in our supply chain in isolation, from suppliers to truck drivers and distribution center team members, which in turn is causing material delays to store deliveries. So there we have it, everyone. Rapid antigen tests are now available at Australian supermarkets. We'll have to see if you can actually get them, guys. So there we have it, paracetamol and other things in short supply in our shelves. Let's have a look. Be prepared, everyone. This shouldn't come as a surprise. You should have these supplies at home. You should have a first aid kit at home. People probably, I bet you there are people that are running out to buy this stuff that have forgotten the camping first aid kit they have packed away in the storeroom that probably is full of all of these things. I bet you there's some that are just going, oh, we've only got 4 boxes of Panadol at home. We better run out and get 5 more just in case. Can you see it? I can see it happening, guys. 100% I can see it happening. Oh, well, you know, this is the problem when you have a hypersensitive, fearful population that have just been fed all this media fear and warnings from the government for just 2 years. They're just going to twitch and just respond like this. What do you reckon, guys? It just, yeah. I mean, do you have, let me know in the comments, do you have a first aid kit at home? Do you have all of these things ready and waiting if you need them? Maybe in the car. How many people would have a little first aid kit in the car too that would have this stuff? Anyway, let me know your thoughts and your takes on this one, guys. Thanks for watching. And I want you to check out this video about the KFC worker that managed to buy a $500,000 house. What are you complaining about, guys? Housing's easy. Just work in KFC, live with your parents, and pay no rent. There you go. Take care, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.